Hey guys, Cal here bringing you another video. This one is going to be 27 weeks, free to play, not rushing. And we're currently keeping all our builders down. If you notice, our queen and warden aren't down and we are doing 2 collectors. That's because we were a little busy, so we couldn't drop them right away. However, this is the non-rush series, so as long as we're upgrading something, we are not losing progress on this account here. But mostly we're trying to get this to a high level, or we're just trying to bang out these heroes, because when we get the heroes upgraded, that means we can take this account into war and have a bunch of fun that way. So here I'm actually just going to drop some sneaky goblins here, and hopefully we can take out these 2 collectors here. Mostly going for dark elixir because that's pretty much all that matters right now. We do need to get elixir for the warden and the army camps. However, elixir comes as it does, so really forcing yourself to only get that, well, focusing mostly on the dark elixir will yield elixir anyways, so I don't focus too much on it, unless of course it's a dead base and it's pretty much free. But here we are going to get a nice 6k. I don't like going for anything less than 5k. I try to get as much of it as I can, if not all of it. So we're just going to keep on going here. This is a base that, of course, we do see that there's a lot of loot. So we're going to drop it on the outside here. We do have our queen. So we're just going to take out one of these drills. I don't particularly want to take out more than one. Or it would be nice to take out more than one. So, you know, let's just see if this works out here. So let's go here, pop the warden, pop the queen, and that goes down, and we'll dip out here. I'm going to take a loss, but it is free loot. We're falling in the trophies because we've been finding a lot of dead bases, which of course is nice, another dead base like this. But this also means that if we do see a free town hall on the outside, we definitely should go for it, as to not drop too low to the point where we no longer really yield good loot. But this is kind of what it's like at Town Hall 11. I guess we didn't really talk too much about the progression, just because I kind of felt that was self-explanatory. However, we do have some new people come in every now and then, so let's just kind of go over a little bit right now. So we're upgrading the heroes, as I said earlier, so we can eventually pop into war, get ourselves some loot. We're using only sneaky goblins, and we have a lot of invisibility spells and jump spells, because when I was farming with this, we didn't have the warden, so having those invisibility spells allowed us to take advantage of some bases. So I'll do one without the warden, so some of you who don't know how to attack without the warden can see what I'm talking about here. This is a good example of a base that you want to hit. It's actually not super duper great, but if you're going for dark elixir, you want to hit bases that have the elixir storage right next to the town hall, so that when you pop in, you can quickly take those out. And I highly encourage people to not look at the loot and determine whether or not a well, like when you're farming outside in the real world, you want to look at the loot, but just because I'm hitting certain bases, you should think of them as like me hitting a base, and not see it as me hitting a certain amount of loot. Here, if that loot wasn't great, I wouldn't have hit this one, of course, but the layout of this base is actually quite is fine. But it took us, if you notice, a lot of resources and invisibility spells to get to that dark elixir. But because the Dark Elixir is right next to that Town Hall, it made it worth it for us to kind of go for that. So something to kind of pay attention to here. So like this is a great example, right? We go here and we drop a test Sneaky Goblin, and this is Dark Elixir storage next to Town Hall, meaning that we're going to get the most amount of Dark Elixir for a very minimal investment here. One invisibility spell and the rest of my Sneaky Goblins, boom. And here we can of course drop a few goblins over here. I'm going to drop the Queen and Warden here to kind of get this one right here. But really trying to find good pathing into that Town Hall and into that Dark Elixir storage is the best way to get a lot of Dark Elixir really quickly. Especially down here in the lower trophy ranges, you'll notice that again a lot of these storages are close to the Town Hall. However, it's become a little bit more difficult as I don't use the super wall breakers anymore. If you are really trying to get all the Dark Elixir, I do recommend bringing not sneaky wall breakers, super wall breakers, as some bases have a lot. Like for example this one has it nice in the corner here, but if these Dark Elixir drills were behind walls, it can be a little bit difficult sometimes to get all the loot that you're trying to get. Because right now, because we don't have any wall breakers on us, it makes it so that if we were trying to oh no, here I messed up because I was supposed to test for traps here, so we're gonna probably lose our warden here. Let me actually do that. Save the warden a little bit, but I was a little bit too short, but we did get the 11,000. But sometimes you'll hit bases where it's locked behind the walls, and that's where the super wall breakers comes in. However, because what am I trying to say? Sometimes it's locked behind walls, and that can make it difficult sometimes to get certain loot. But because you're nexting, you can always find a better one. It just means if you have the flexibility of a wall breaker, it will be more beneficial for you to potentially get more loot and hit bases that you might otherwise have to skip. And for that reason, I do recommend bringing a wall breaker if you're Town Hall 11, because a wall breaker is cheaper than a wall wrecker. So but of course, if you have a clanmate that can donate to you, then bringing the wall wrecker every single time will be very beneficial for you. So I'm going to bring this wall breaker here, and here we don't have many invisibility spells, so I'm actually going to get myself 2 invisibility spells. Had to use 2 unnecessarily to get myself that this is another good base, but I think we're going to skip out on this one to save my warden. So we are kind of two down here. So again, we get another good base that has a lot of loot in it, and this might just be what Town Hall 11 is like. It's a huge shift from Town Hall 10. We went to Town Hall 11 a little bit early because of how terrible Town Hall 10 was for farming, it felt like. So here, because I don't see us getting many more attacks in, I'm actually just going to use the double jump here to get into this section. We'll kind of end it here. Didn't get to use that wall breaker because we're already pretty much done. When you go for the Dark Elixir, because if you are a regular viewer of the channel, you know that we like to snipe Town Halls and dip. And because of that, we can go for a very long time, whereas most attacks get ended a little bit earlier, and that is the case here with the Sneaky Goblins, because we're not actually going for those Town Halls, we're actually going for the loot here, and because of that, we're having to utilize our Sneaky Goblins a little bit more here. So I used the double invisibility spell there to kind of make sure that we got our warden in it, but I think we can do one more attack here because we do have access to the warden. So we're probably just going to do a snipe attack here to hopefully get a free Town Hall to show you how easy it can be. So here we have a nice Town Hall snipe here. The only reason this wouldn't be an easy Town Hall snipe is if we don't take this big section right here to the Town Hall, but it should be pretty easy right here to get into it. So let's go snipe in here, And hopefully we can trigger some traps here. Nice, we did trigger some traps, meaning that we can come in here with the goblins and the warden, use that really quick and take it out. Boom. And just to get ourselves a little bit trophy back. And if you are really trying to get up there in trophies, oh, we're really falling. Unless this was a different account. Oh, it might be a different account. One of my accounts is in Masters, so I think I'm getting those mixed up a little bit here. But just like that, we got a lot of dark elixir here, got a lot of loot. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 attacks in, 2 losses, and the rest were dubs. I thought we had a lot more losses than this one actually, but each one getting us a good amount of dark elixir. If we want to do a little count here, we got, how much did we get? Oh, you just notice I haven't played in 2 days in 6 hours, so we got 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 6 is 15, so 21, 20. Ooh, what's 21 plus 3? 24, 35, 42, and we'll just say 43. So 43,000 dark elixir. Already made our dark elixir back with the sneaky goblin. And with only sneaky goblin, it's actually pretty easy to maintain. If you don't attack a lot, sometimes boosting that super wall breaker as well can make it a little bit harsh on your dark elixir. However, if you're attacking all the time, it is easy to maintain that, to say the least. I have 3 other series, as well as multiple other counts, so playing on this can be quite taxing if I am trying to go too crazy, because then I have to go equally as crazy on all the other accounts. So that's why we're only using the sneaky goblins, no wall breakers right now. So hopefully you all did enjoy the video. Relatively, oh, it isn't a quick one, it's 12 minutes. I could have sworn that we just started the video, but that's going to be it. Did we get enough? So we're going to need to do a few more attacks here to get our queen up, but pretty much we're going to try getting our queen down, getting the warden down, which it looks like he's already able to go down. I guess the upgrades are pretty low here, so hopefully the next upgrade will be, so in 12 hours we'll have our queen down, our warden down, and it looks like in 3-ish days, 4-ish days, we're going to have both of these army camps go down, and we're just going to keep on chugging with the offense here. Levels going by really quickly here at Town Hall 11 because you only need 10 hero levels, so we're probably going to be maxed out on the heroes relatively soon, meaning that we can pump our dark elixir into the dark elixir troops, which we're getting pretty good with. We have the witches down, so we might be doing some witch based attacks here in the future. So hopefully you all did enjoy the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.